Hello, 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 and welcome to this week's all brand new episode of the Being Podcast, a safe space that, yes, I have created for us to come together so that we can share and we can inspire, motivate, and help one another think about and possibly tweak if we need to the ways in which we believe, how we engage, how we're innovative, how we navigate, and we gain in every area of our lives. I am your host. I am your girl, Jada, and I am super excited, as always, to be here with each and every one of you. Whether you're seeing my face, hey, 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 or if I'm just up in your ear, either way, it's all good. And because life is moving very fast, things are going on. I talked about transitions last week. And we're still transitioning. We are still getting used to, all of the things like cooler weather. I'm all for that transition. It feels like God has finally turned down the dial on the sun a little bit for us. But as we're transitioning, as we are still getting accustomed to our new routines, whether that is like the school stuff, or if you've done what I have asked you to do, if you've been following along and thinking about what goal you want to get after so you can start making those small steps. We're all dealing with a transition of some sort, and whether that's the loss, dealing with the loss of loved ones, or maybe it's the excitement of a new addition. I know a lot of people are having babies. All of these are transitions. Hmm. And speaking of babies, we have a brand new puppy in our house. I say brand new, but he's been here for a few weeks. But still, that has like shaken up the way in which we run our house, right? So we're all still transitioning, and it's a beautiful thing. And I really want you to tap into that, right? Because change is scary. For sure, change is scary. Whether you're trying to change or if something happens to you and you're kind of thrust into it, change can definitely be scary. But there's also beauty in it, right? Especially if it's something that you are working on, right? So if you are like, hey, this is my goal, like for instance, for example, your girl here, I'm trying to make sure that I stay consistent with things, showing up here for y'all every week, doing my workouts, drinking my water every day. But let's just use, for example, working out. That is a goal. And I'm trying to transition from this weight down 3 pounds. I actually literally just wrote that today in my vision that in the next 90 days, I want to lose a solid 3 pounds, not water weight, not, ooh, I got sick and just, I went down a pound. No, I want to lose a solid 3 pounds in the next 90 days. That probably sounds like, Jada, that's really vain and that's really not a goal. But y'all, it's hard. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I can do it. I'm working out. And I am. And in this transition from going from this weight down 3 pounds, that's going to take some work, right? So I'm going to have to make sure I'm consistent with my workouts. I'm going to have to make sure, yes, I am drinking my water, but more importantly, I'm going to really have to dial in my nutrition. That is a struggle for me, but it's a challenge. So I could look at it and be like, oh my God, woe is me. How am I going to do this? It's going to be too hard. I can't do it. I haven't done it to this point. And yes, I will probably, part of me being very transparent with you, will probably feel that way. But the bigger part of me is like, Jada, this is your goal and this is attainable. But guess what? It's a challenge. So you're going to have to work at it. So, what does that mean, ladies? That means your girl is going to have to really meal plan and prep. That means I'm going to have to cook. That means I'm going to have to let you all know and let those close to me know, like, this is my goal. Help hold me accountable. And then I have to be disciplined enough to do those steps, right? So, still doing my workouts, getting the water, doing the nutrition, and say, okay, on December the 20th, right before Christmas, and this is where I want to be, down a good solid 3 pounds. That is my personal goal, right? And that is a transition. And while it could be scary because it's like, okay, what am I removing or what am I adding? What am I having? Like, how does that work with my already busy schedule? How does that work when I am accustomed to eating these things and going to Starbucks and having these drinks, right? That could be scary, but it can also be, you know what? This is a challenge. I am welcoming the challenge, and I am not only doing it for this said goal, but in real reality, the root is I want to do better. I want to eat better. I want to make this body better, right? So that's what I'm saying. Change can be scary. It can be frustrating, and it can be a little, where it makes you apprehensive, but we can also look at it and say, I got this. These are the small steps. These will get me to my milestones, and these milestones will get me to accomplishing that goal, right? So transitions can be beautiful. And that's what I want to kind of, really lean into this week. And the other part of that for me that's really crucial right now, and really because I'm trying to stand in this new power that I have of not just saying, hey, y'all, I'm a life and success coach. Hey, y'all, I'm a body partner. No, I am here. And I know this is my purpose, and I am here to help you, right? I am here to help you if you want to be helped. And that's any of us. We all have to ensure that we have support systems in place. Another example, I can't be everywhere and be everything for everybody at the same time. I can't. Like, it's just impossible. So, being blessed to have people to help me, right? So, it's like, hey, husband, the girls have da 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 on this day. I need you to hang out with, Langston. I need that help. All right, we're maneuvering. Like last week, it was crazy. He was like, "Okay, I'll go pick up Olivia. You go get the twins. I'll get the food picked up. You put the order in. Then I'll hang with these two. You take this one to her activity." Like we had to work together. But old me would have been like, "Oh, I can't ask of that. I can't let him think that I can't handle everything." Remember last season, I talked about that Superwoman cape? I might do another follow up on that. We have to know that it is okay. And it's imperative, probably for our health and our well being, to take that cape off and allow other people to come in and help us. And that's just an example of leaning into other people to ensure that all the things that I need to get accomplished, want to get accomplished, that my babies are depending on me for, or the new dog, which is like another baby, we have to work together to do that. I have someone who comes in and helps me with my house, like she does the deep cleaning, and I am so grateful for that, to even be in a position to have that assistance, right? And yes, I pay her, so I'm helping her, but she's also helping me. But a lot of people, including my mother, may she rest in peace, she would be like, I don't want someone in my house, and I'm like, I hear you, mama. I hear you. I get it. But we have to be okay with allowing other people to help us. So, whether that is someone helping you with your house, someone helping you with your babies, maybe if I were able to swing it, I'd be like, let me get a meal order subscription, right? To help me with my food. But I'm trying to do better on that part, right? Okay, if I'm going to pay them money, I may as well just learn to do it for myself, right? But whatever it is, so whether it's you're like, okay, yeah, I could do my own hair, I could do my own nails, I could do all of these things, but at the end of the day, it just feels better when somebody else does it. Like, I'm just going to be honest, it feels better when someone else is washing my hair. It's not that I can't maintain it later, but there is something special with allowing other people to help you. And that is the point. We have to lean in and know where we're strong. We have to know where we can use a little help. We have to ensure that we are just okay with that. Don't feel that you're less than when other people jump in and help you, or if you're asking them to help you. There's nothing wrong with that. Because as we're transitioning, as we are, coming up with new goals, or maybe reaching back and getting that old goal that has been laying dormant within you, um, it may take a village to help you, right? They always say, oh, it takes a village to raise a child, but sometimes it takes a village to help us to live the lives that we want, that we need, that we desire, that we deserve. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I just want you to feel encouraged today. I want you to know that you wanting big things is cool. And not only is it cool, I think it's aspirational, especially if you have kids or if you have siblings or you have anyone who's looking to you to say, well, how did Susie do that? How did, Jessica, that my daddy went to name me Jessica. How did Jessica do that? Like, how did she do that when she has all of these things going on? You never know who's watching you. But if you stand in your power, if you stand in the things that make you thrive, that make you show up in your best, that just has you clicking on all cylinders. People are going to see that. And so when they're like, well, how are you doing this and this and this? And you're like, yeah, my babies are going from this grade to this grade, or they're going from this part of the activity. Olivia's doing gymnastics and we had to make a switch with the gym and, with her class. Like, how is all of this happening? And you're able to show up. And I'm like, because one, I know the things that we're trying to do. Two, I have the voice to communicate it to those that can help me. And three, I'm not afraid to ask people to help because it's a beautiful thing. And 9 times out of 10, people want to help. They want to jump in and be able to assist. So please take that cape off. Okay. You can pick it back up when you need to pick it up. But right now, we need to learn that it is okay to lean on people. It is okay to even invest in coaches, invest in people that have been there and done it. It's tried and true, and they can help you to get there quicker. I'm not ashamed of that anymore. I used to be like, ooh, I can't tell certain things. I can't bring. But at the end of the day, this is who I've been called to be. This is who I'm purposed to be. So why am I shrinking from that and shying away from that? And same for you. That's my question to you. What are your gifts? What are your talents? What is your purpose? Where are your passions? And what are you doing to get after that so that you can get to the goal, so that you can help other people, so you can show up and help somebody else, and most importantly, so you can live this life while you have it in the way that you desire. That is what I had today. Quick in, out, boom. We're going to get it done. I always thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for motivating me. Like, I do get messages. I know you probably hear people say this, but no, people do reach out to me, and it pours into me to let me know that I am definitely on track. And I can't thank you enough for helping me to realize that. And no, not that we need permission, no, not that we need validation, but it definitely does feel good. So continue pushing, continue doing the things that bring you life, that brings you love, that brings you joy. Continue to put that into other people. And thank you always for showing up. If there's anything I can do, whether it's physical, because I definitely have programs for that. Whether it is mental, I definitely understand the mindset and being able to help with that. And if it's getting after a goal, setting goals, and then having a roadmap to help get you there and to motivate you to reach it, I am your girl. So please let me know what I can do. We are in this together because we are ready to gain as we're being who we're supposed to be. Because we have to have the right belief. We have to have the right engagements. We have to be innovative in our thoughts and our actions. And we have to know how to navigate that, whether it's doing the action or knowing the right people. And we will get to that G and we will gain. And that is what I am striving for all of us to do. All right, y'all. Peace out. I will see you or I will talk to you next week. All right, then.